Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. To commemorate the third anniversary of 13 American service members dying during the Afghanistan withdrawal, former President Donald Trump joined families of the fallen at Arlington National Cemetery. President Biden was at his beach house in Delaware and couldn't be disturbed, but he was last seen putting pins into a doll that looked like Nancy Pelosi. Kamala Harris had no public event scheduled for the day, but she did issue a statement on X. Her statement was so heartfelt that she almost skimmed it before her intern hit post. Afghanistan is a country in Asia, what can be unburdened by what has been Afghanistan. Boeing is feeling a little bit humiliated after NASA benched Boeing's Starliner space capsule out of safety concerns. They'll instead have the astronauts rescued by Elon Musk's rival SpaceX. Boeing's having safety issues? What? The astronauts went up to the International Space Station in June for what was supposed to be an 8-day mission, but will now have to wait another 6 months until SpaceX can bring them home. From 8 days to 6 months? I bet they're really wishing they would have brought more pairs of underwear. It's getting pretty ripe in here. Does anyone have a match? Boeing is insisting that their Starliner can bring the astronauts home safely. The problems were just minor, problems with leaking helium and its thrusters. Helium? Okay, so they come back with really high-pitched voices. That's not a problem. But thrusters? That seems important. Boeing's been having a pretty great year for safety. It started off the year with a door panel blowing off of an Alaskan Airlines flight. Do you think before the flight, Boeing was insisting that they were fine? Look, we've had minor problems with some few things. We've had some door panels blowing off of planes, but they're fine. It's so bad, if someone gets on a Boeing flight, this is the announcement you hear. Ladies and gentlemen, in the event of a sudden door loss, your seat cushion, it's not going to help. Just hold on really tight. How could Boeing be having so many problems and having such a downward spiral? Well, I did find this. According to reports, Boeing had changed its incentive plan to tie executive compensation to climate and DEI targets. Who needs a safe flight when you can feel good about the plane's carbon emissions and the diversity of the company that forgot to put the wing on? Kamala Harris's plan for price controls? Democrats are saying don't worry about it. We're not going to really do it. What do you think, we're crazy? Well, yeah. Kamala has proposed the first ever federal ban on price gouging on food and groceries. That sounds good to people, unless you have a brain, and then you know it's a terrible idea, unless you like bread lines. Well, Democrats still want the smart people's votes too. So 11 Democrats, who are granted anonymity to discuss the matter candidly, said that the bill has no chance of passing Congress anytime soon, even if Democrats win the White House and Congress this November. In other words, don't worry, we're not dumb enough to do what we're telling you we're going to do. So Kamala's price controls, those are just campaign promises. Like promising to find Nemo or getting a date with Scarlett Johansson. So don't worry about what Kamala says she's going to do. It won't happen, says 11 Democrats who wish to remain nameless, faceless, and completely unaccountable. Well, I think we can trust them. Did Tim Walz lie about something else? Maybe we should just start reporting when Walz says something true. Wouldn't that be easier? When Walz first ran for Congress, he claimed that he received an award from the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce for his work with the business community. However, a letter from 2006 recently resurfaced from the then president of the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce writing to Walz to tell him that they researched the claim and confirmed that he was never the recipient of such a reward. Shocker. The Harris-Walz campaign responded saying, Walz doesn't have a lying problem. He has a truth allergy. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.